Hello everyone, welcome to APTS Education channel. In this video, we'll discuss current affairs related questions which are important for groups. So we have exam on October 5th. So we'll see some questions which will help in exam. So let's see. Which of the following statement is incorrect with regard to Commonwealth Games 2022? India has won, option A, India has won 22 gold, 16 silver and 23 bronze. India stood at 5th position with 61 medals. Australia stood at 1st position with 178 medals. And Australia has won 67 gold medals. So with regard to Commonwealth Games, which of the following statement is incorrect? If you look at, India has won how many golds? It is 22 golds. If you see the medal tally, you'll get 22 golds was won by India, 16 silver India has won and 23 bronze. So India has won what? 22 gold, 16 silver and 23 bronze. So if you tally this one, how many medals you'll get overall? It is 61. So this option is right. And India stood at 5th position. This position is not right, because India stood at 4th position with 61 medals. 61 medals is right, but position is wrong. It is 4th position. Next, option C. It is Australia stood at 1st position with 178 medals. This is also right. And Australia has won 67 gold medals. This is also right. So what are the possible questions we'll get regarding this Commonwealth Games? At which place it has held, or which country, which location this Commonwealth Games has held. This location is also important. Which are the top three countries, top three countries, and their medals also important. And most gold won by which country? These are the few questions which would be possible to ask in the exams. So in the given options, which is the incorrect option? India stood at 5th position with 61 medals is the incorrect statement. So our right answer, it is India stood at 5th position with 61 medals is the right answer. When was the Quit India movement launched? Let's see the options. 8th of August 1942, 15th of August 1945, 14th of August 1947 and 29th of August 1950. This was recently in news because Quit India movement was recently in news because it is celebrating 80th anniversary of this launch. So this question becomes very important from the exam point of view. During this moment, Mahatma Gandhi gave a slogan. What was the slogan? Do or die. This is also a possible question. And next one is, with regard to which mission, this movement was launched. In response to Cripps mission. In regard to Cripps mission, this Quit India movement was launched. So why it was launched? Because of the failure of this Cripps mission. British government, British government want to give the dominant status, not the complete independence. So in protest to this, Quit India movement was launched. When it was launched? Let's see the answer. It is 8th of August. 8th of August 1942. All these are the important questions with regard to Quit India movement. One is, it is celebrating its 80th anniversary. One, during this movement, Mahatma Gandhi gave do or die slogan, and in response to Cripps mission, this was launched because British government want to give the dominant status and not the complete independence. and it was launched on 8th of August 1942. Teesta River is a tributary of which of the following river? Let's see the option. Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra and Kaveri. So with regard to Teesta River, there is a dispute. There is a dispute between India and which country? It is Bangladesh. Bangladesh. This was in news because Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will visit India on September. And especially there is a dispute with West Bengal. Okay, this river is a tributary of which river, and when it flows in Bangladesh, what was the name of the river? Name of the river when it flows in Bangladesh. So what was the right answer? Teesta river is a tributary of Brahmaputra, and when it flows in Bangladesh, what was the name of that river? Comment in the comment section if you know the answer. Next. Which institution has topped the list according to Ministry of Education's National Institutional Ranking Framework 2022? The options are IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur and ISC Bangalore. So out of this, IIT Madras, Bombay, Kanpur and ISC Bangalore, which institution has topped the list according to National Institutional Ranking Framework 2022? It is IIT Madras has topped this list. So on what parameters they rank? We'll see. The right answer here is IIT Madras. And what parameters? The ranking of higher education institution on what parameters? We have 5 parameters. Okay, they have taken this 5 parameters for ranking these institutions. See what are those 5 parameters. One is teaching, learning and resources, research and professional practice, graduation outcome, outreach and inclusivity, perceptions. So these 5 are the parameters. These 5 are the parameters considered for assessment of higher educational institutions. So they would give you the 3 right and they'll give you 1 wrong option, and they'll ask you to pick up which was the not the parameter which is considered for assessment in the higher education institutions. So you need to remember these 5 parameters. Okay, if you want to prepare for groups, you need to be clear. Okay, you need to have a crystal clear with regarding to all the indexes, okay, ranking, surveys, all these things. So remember this 5 parameters. They may ask you how many parameters are there for ranking of higher education also. So there are 5 parameters. We have seen what are those 5 parameters also. Next. Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 was introduced in Lok Sabha by which of the following ministry? Okay, Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 was introduced in Lok Sabha. It was introduced in Lok Sabha by which ministry? We'll see. Options: Ministry of Education, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Electronics and Information. So why this was in news? Because government is withdrawing this. Okay, withdrawal of this bill. Because of this reason only, this personal data protection bill was in news. Why it was withdrawing? Because the committee has recommended many amendments. Okay, the committee which has set up to look at this personal data protection bill, okay, they gave many recommendations with regard to this bill. So the government want to make it easier one. Okay, when it comes to abiding this one, the startups also having some problem with regard to this. Okay, so they want to make the laws very easier one. Okay, so they are going to withdraw this one. So which ministry is going to has introduced this bill? It is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Next, who will take oath as the 14th vice president? 14th Vice President of India. So Vice President elections has recently held, and we'll see who has won this one. And the options are M. Venkaiah Naidu, Jagdeep Dhankar, Margaret Alba, Jaswant Singh. So the tenure of M. Venkaiah Naidu, okay, recently done. So Jagdeep Dhankar will be the 14th Vice President of India. So he is from which state? He is from Rajasthan. Prior to this, he was the Governor of West Bengal. State is important. Prior to Vice President. Okay, what was his position? So the right answer is Jagdeep Dhankar. And one more important is with how many votes? With how many votes he has been elected? This, know it. If you don't know it, Google it. And if you know it, comment in the comment section. With how many votes, okay, Jagdeep Dhankar has won as the Vice President of India. And this is also important. 14th Vice President of India. Next. Who is the current chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes? The options are Arjun Munda, Harsh Chauhan, Iqbal Singh Lalpura, Vijay Sampla. Chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. National Commission for Scheduled Tribe is a constitutional body. So, who is the current chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Tribe? Harsh Chauhan. Iqbal Singh Lalpura is the chairperson of Minorities, National Commission for Minorities, and Vijay Sampla is the chairperson of National Commission for Scheduled Caste. So remember, Iqbal Singh Lalpura, Minorities, Vijay Sampla, Scheduled Caste, and Harsh Chauhan, Scheduled Tribes. So that answer is Harsh Chauhan. Next. What was the main agenda at the seventh meeting of Niti Aayog's Governing Council meeting? And the options are COVID measures, inflation rise, crop diversification, GST. What was the main agenda of 7th meeting of Niti Aayog? This will be chaired by Prime Minister. And what was the main agenda? Here the main agenda of this 7th meeting was crop diversification. And along with this, national education policy also discussed. National education policy was also discussed. And Niti Aayog, as we know, Niti Aayog is not a constitutional body. Okay, not a constitutional body. So its recommendations, okay, are not binding by the government. They are not binding by the government. It's up to the government whether to follow it, whether to accept it or not. It totally depends on the government. And Telangana Chief Minister has boycotted. Okay. Telangana Chief Minister has boycotted this meeting in protest to GST on milk and other products. So what was the main agenda at the 7th meeting? It is crop diversification. Next. On which of the following river is Edoki Dam constructed on? And the options are Edoki Dam is constructed on. Options are Kaveri River, Godavari River, Periyar River, and Krishna River. So this Edoki Dam is constructed on Periyar River. So the right answer is C, Periyar River. Why this was in news? Because the government has declared a red alert due to this heavy flow of, and there was a rain. Next. Union Agriculture Minister laid the foundation stone for Indo-Israel Center of Excellence for Vegetables in which state? Recently, this was a very recent news. So Agriculture Minister has laid foundation stone for Indo and Israel Center for Center of Excellence for Vegetables? We'll see what are the options. Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Assam and Mizoram. So this, which state it is? It is Uttar Pradesh. So the right answer is Uttar Pradesh. Next. When is International Day of the World's Indigenous People celebrated every year? Or Tribal Day also you can call. Tribal Day also. So when it is celebrated every year? 9th of August, 8th of August, 10th of August and 15th of August. International Day of the World Indigenous People celebrated every year on 9th of August. 9th of August. 9th of August. And what was the theme for this year? If you look at the theme, okay, if you look at the theme for 2022, if you look at the theme for 2022, the role of indigenous women in the preservation and transmission of traditional knowledge. This is also very important. Okay, theme, remember the theme also. There is a possibility of asking the day as well as theme. Both are possible. So the day is 9th of August. The theme is the role of indigenous women in the preservation and transmission of traditional knowledge. Next. Which country has won the 2022 SAF Under 20 Championship title? And the options are Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka and India. So which country has won this championship title? It is India. India has defeated Bangladesh. India has defeated Bangladesh with 5-2 in the finals to win this title. Next. Which state has hosted the 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad 2022? And the options are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So which state has hosted this Chess Olympiad? It is Tamil Nadu. Okay, the right answer is what? Tamil Nadu. So before, okay, it was the other location, not India. Before India, it was the other location, but they have shifted because of some reasons. So which was the actual place? Which was the actual place this 44th Chess Olympiad was supposed to held? Write it in the comment section if you know this one. Next. When is World Biofuel Day celebrated? Okay, this was celebrated in memory of Sir Rudolf Diesel. So on which day it was celebrated? And the options are 8th of August, 9th of August, 10th of August and 12th of August. When was this Biofuel Day celebrated? It is celebrated on 10th of August. World Biofuel Day is celebrated on 10th of August in memory of Sir Rudolf Diesel. So what was the theme for this year? Biofuels for sustainability and rural income. Biofuel for sustainability and rural income. Next. Serena Williams, who announced her retirement, is associated with which sports? The name you might have heard earlier also, Serena Williams. She has announced her retirement from the sports. Okay. So she is associated with which sports? Tennis, badminton, boxing and table tennis. So associated to what? Tennis. So she is an American. So she has announced retirement from the sports. So we are done with 15 questions. So if you like our videos, please subscribe to APPSC Education channel for more videos. Thank you.